In order to easily view the state of our Mongo database, we'll be using a GUI tool called MongoDB Compass. So go ahead and download and install the version appropriate for your system. I'll put the link for it in the notes below. So hopefully you've installed Compass now, and once you open it up, we're ready to connect to a host. So the only details we're really going to need to do that are the host name and the port. Now, for most systems, the host name will be localhost, and the port will be 27017. If you're using the Vagrant environment though, like I am, the port for that one is 27018. So once you've entered the correct details, you can go down to Connect. Now once you're connected, you'll see some of the default databases of MongoDB there, but there's nothing of interest really just yet. So let's go back to our IDE now and create our first item instance and store it in the Mongo database. So before you start, make sure the server's not yet running. Then to create an instance of the model that we just created in the last video, we're going to go down here and declare a new variable item, and then we're going to create an instance of the model by going new item like that. Now we can pass through an object of key values to set the data for the model. So let's just specify a title for now, and we can just make that test. To persist this new item to the database, we can call save on the item. Now this method returns a promise, and when the promise resolves, it either returns the new document you just created or an error. So what we'll do is we'll create a new variable, doc, and we will await the output of the save method like that. So if it's successful, we just want to console log saved doc like that. Now if there's an error saving, for example if the database connection fails, we actually want to catch that and handle it. So let's wrap this code in a try catch block. So I'll go try catch, and I'm just going to put that code in there like that. Now down in the catch block, we're going to console log the error. All right. So you can see that my linter here is complaining that you can't use await outside of an async function. So what we're going to do to get around that is we're going to wrap this code in an immediately invoked function expression. So we can do that like this. So we can go. So it has to be an async function, of course. And we create the function and then put that there like that. And then we can move this code inside that, and that should work. All right, if we go up here and run the server, npm run server, so you can see that the document was successfully saved. So coming over to Compass again, if we use the refresh button over here, you can see now that we have a new database in our database list, which is PrintBay. So let's click on that, and you'll see our collections, and we have a collection of items. And if we click that, we're now going to see the document that we just created when we ran our server. So you can see here that it's got the title test that we specified, so that's good. Plus it has two other properties, this ID here, and which is a unique ID, and this V value here, which is the version of the document. So these extra attributes are added automatically by Mongo, and we'll probably discuss those more later. Before we finish this video, let's go ahead and delete this item creation code, as we won't be needing it anymore.